What is up, squad? PinoE here, and for today's video, we're going to take a look at the shittiest app ever created with one purpose, and its purpose is to rip people off. The app can be found in the iOS App Store, and I'm guessing it's also on Google Play. So let's get into it, and here's a look at another 30 fakes. Before we jump right in and talk about just how shitty this app is, the app I'm talking about goes by the name Sneaker Crush, and this is the app's icon. I want to be 100% clear here, so pay attention. There's a few apps with the Sneaker Crush name, and from what I've seen, I know that at least a couple of them are legit, and I'm not talking about those. This is the specific Sneaker Crush app, and when I mention the app throughout the video, I'm referencing this piece of shit. So after you've downloaded the app and you open it up, you get greeted with this banner that says to snatch random red envelopes. Now take note, it doesn't say you win anything, so this homepage can fuck off right away. But keep scrolling down, and it doesn't take long for us to see gold. About halfway down the page, there's an OG Air Max 90. Now let's take a look at the professionalism they put into this. All size in stock. Should be plural and read sizes, asshole. 5 to 9 days to come, whatever. Don't miss the chance. It's chance, fuckface. Chance isn't a real word. And the shoe is talking. Note the speech bubble. And in case you thought this was all Nike and Jordan, you're wrong. They got Adidas and purses. I'm going to ease you into this slowly, and we're going to start with Adidas. They have everything from NMD to Ultra Boost to Yeezy, and people are actually buying these. Again, I've said this a lot, I don't care if you buy fakes, but if you're going to buy them, then make sure they look good. And I don't care if you sell fakes, but if you do, then make sure you tell the truth, unlike this shithead. The Adidas Tubular Invader. I'm not a big fan of the shoe, but here's what they're supposed to look like. Now let's take a look at what Captain Douchebag is selling. They got the shoe available in two colorways, a black and red, and somehow managed to sell 6 pairs of these. The silhouette is so off, I feel bad for the 6 people who paid $150 each. 71 pairs of these sold at $165 equals $11,715 from one pair. How about these Camel Yeezy 350s being sold for $150 each? Bet you didn't know they existed? But if you're unsure about them being real or fake, you can ask on the app. Let's see what the seller has to say. 100% legit. If you like it, you can pay it now. Well, if he says they're legit, then they must be, and 36 people got suckered into buying these. Thankfully, nobody has spent their money on either pair of these Adidas Yeezy 350 version 2, but I'm willing to bet some of the early sellers over on Instagram have the same plug as this guy, or maybe this guy is the plug. I call these the Ovo Adidas Yeezy 350, and they come in a black and gold colorway. Unfortunately, 26 people bought a pair for an outstanding price of $182. But luckily for us, we have Cadrino29 who ordered a pair and will let us and his pro footballer boys know if these are legit when he gets them. Cadrino got them and he knows they're fake. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Everything checks out? Well, then let me hop online. I'll buy a pair. I'll be right back, guys. Let's move over to Jordan and the new Space Jam 11s. Now, back in the day, you could normally tell a fake if it had peaks, and the fakes just couldn't get this right. This year, Jordan Brand is bringing the peaks back on the Space Jams, and these fakes are missing them. Get your shit together, Sneaker Crush. One shoe that I would love to have in my collection, actually make that 2 shoes, are the Air Jordan 3 Kobe PE Home and Away. Sneaker Crush has both, and just look at the quality craftsmanship around the tongue. People are sleeping on these. The Air Jordan 11 Lab 4 dropped in a red and black colorway, and there were blue samples floating around. Well, Sneaker Crush has them, and I'll give this fuckhead credit. These don't actually look too bad. There's 16 people walking around with these horrible fake OVO Air Jordan 12s. I just don't know how someone could look at this picture and be compelled to buy a pair, let alone 16 of them. Just look at this picture. The seam looks like it's ready to tear apart, and don't get me started on just how wrong the sole of the shoe is. By the way, this shoe only came out in men's sizing, but this idiot has them in women's. This is probably the worst black OVO fake I've seen. The shape, the materials, everything is wrong about it, and for some reason they think this shoe should retail for $210. Fuckery at a whole new level. This app makes me so mad. This is horrible, and the prices on this site make no sense. Why is this shoe worth $550 on sale for $220? Nothing about this app makes sense. On what planet is this model worth $475 or even the sale price of $200? And just look at how off the silhouette is. If you thought $200 was too much for the high, then you could buy it in a low for $150. And it's a low that never existed. Thankfully, nobody bought these, but they did decide to buy 4 pairs of the Aqua 8 low. Regular price of $260, on sale for $235 is a steal for the Pinnacle 6. Just as a reminder, here's the color they're supposed to be, and here's the color of the fakes. I guess it was close enough for the 11 people who bought them. Here's the steal of the day, the week, the month, the year, whatever, and if you ask the owner of the app, they're 100% authentic. A legit dead stock pair of Tokyo 5s sell for about $4,000 and up, and they're on a lot of people's grail list. Here, it costs you only $240. The all-red Air Jordan 11 Carmelo Anthony PE. I won't forget last year around Christmas, the arguments and the plugs who said they were coming out. Well, they didn't. The reason they didn't drop is because Sneaker Crush bought out all the stock to sell it exclusively through his app. Are they legit? All you have to do is ask, and here's the best part. If buying this pair for $220 isn't enough of a steal for you, then he's hoping that the free Ray-Bans that come with them will win you over. I'll be back to Jordan Brand, but let's move over to Kobe for a second. I'm telling you, this guy has shoes for everyone in every model. Retirement Kobe's, All-Star Game Kobe's, these red and black pair, check, 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 and prices range from $180 to $170 a pair. Just look at how perfect, imperfect the Flyknit is. That elongated shape of the shoe. In total, about 20 people wasted their money on these, and they paid close to retail. 15 pairs of the Trophy Room 12s have been sold. The shoe never released, and it's not going to release. I'm guessing this is where Marcus Jordan got his from, but that is unconfirmed. I want you all to look at the mudguard on this pair of wool 12s and tell me how in the world 82 people decided to give this app $180. That's $20 less than retail for a shoe that looks horrible, and it's probably going to fall apart. Speaking of shitty looking 12s, here's a pair of women's Air Jordan 12 Master. Do you see anything wrong with these? Apparently 10 people didn't when they decided to give them $165 a pair. Seriously, donate that money to my 2020 PinoE for President Fund instead of giving it to this, loser. Fakes nowadays are good. Well, not from this piece of shit app, but in general, they're good. And it's hard to tell at times what is fake or real. I miss the days when fakes came in crazy, non-existent colorways. But Sneaker Crush hasn't stopped making their own colorways up. You can buy these shitty Air Jordan 5 black gold fakes for $140. The Air Jordan 1 Pinnacle series was dope. The white, black, Vinketta, and brown pairs were all great quality. If you wanted to know what the exact opposite of quality looks like, then look no further at these white Pinnacle ones. The material is wrong, the color is wrong, and the price is about $180 too high. I'm a believer that if you're going to do something, then dive into it and give it everything. What you shouldn't do is decide that your goal in life is going to rip unsuspecting people off with fake products and do it half-assed. Just like they did here. The shape of this shoe couldn't be more off. I guess I spoke too soon when I said it couldn't be more off. But you can't get too much worse than these, right? The shape of this shoe reminds me of a boxer's nose that just got broken in a fight. You know that bump across the bridge of the nose? Somehow Sneaker Crush decided that these were a regularly priced $350 shoe, but they're on sale today for $140. You can't get much worse than those 7s, and these Pinnacle 4 snakeskins are proof of just how bad these fakes can be and how uninformed some buyers are. 3 people decided to buy this shoe for $140, and I don't even know where to start. Looking at these pictures, I don't think anything about them is right. Seriously, nothing. At least one person was smart enough to give this product a 1-star rating and left a rhetorical question asking if they call these authentic. The seller wasn't smart enough to sense the sarcasm, and, well, of course, these are authentic, and like some of the other pairs, these also come with Ray-Bans. Shipping is free all over the world, and they will never let you down. So last up for today, for this video, we have a couple pairs of Oregons. The Air Jordan 5 Oregon PE and the Air Jordan 4 Oregon PE are dope, and they're pairs that I've always wanted to add as part of my collection, and I think I finally found my plug. The 5s retail for $190, and the 4s are selling for a very weird but incredible price of $176. Resale value for both of these pairs are in the high thousands, so if I can get them for this low, I think I'm walking away with a steal. I'm a little unsure if these are fake or not, so I did send the rejects over at Sneaker Crush an email asking if they're authentic, and I'll let you all know what they say. End sarcasm. In summary, fuck you, Sneaker Crush. Not the good Sneaker Crushes out there, but the bad one. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, join the squad. If you have something to say, leave it in the comments below. And I'm out.